All right, we are live,
What
as
up?
live can be. Eric, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right. Now I know the Phillies are losing right now, but we got to focus. Got
Yeah,
a
no,
big show.
got my hat.
Uh, you got your hat on. Just keep all knives away from you, unless you got a butter knife where you're buttering up some toast. Uh, but it'll be okay. Like
Yeah, no.
like the Detroit Tigers got absolutely slaughtered today. So and it basically it was just like the Guardians only scored in one inning. Or actually no, two innings, but still.
Yeah,
Uh
Detroit couldn't
they
score today.
they did enough to where it's just like nyeh, nyeh. uh but all right, how are the Yankees doing right now?
The game's starting. Oh, I think the game's already started.
Yeah. It says here it did. Or I know
One
it did
nothing.
early. Huh?
1-0 KC.
Uh well, that's going to be interesting. All right. For anybody tuning in to hear us talk cartoons and not baseball, yes, you are on the right show. This is When Toons Combine. Of course, the name of this episode is Toon City, and I'll explain that in just a second. All right. So, for anybody that has never watched or listened to the show, if you only listen via Spotify or wherever else you can get your podcasts, this is When Toons Combine. I have, of course, Dutchy, aka Doug. That is Money E, aka Eric. It would probably help, especially if people are not watching the video right now. It would definitely help if, like, I did an intro so people know who I are, just in case they're just listening.
Yep.
Uh, but so all right. So this is When Toons Combine. Premise of this show is I take two cartoons. Usually, tonight's a little different, as is gonna be, here and there, and was different, a couple episodes a few weeks back. Take two cartoons, write a crossover / collaboration, and basically I write the script out, I read it out, how it would go. Eric tells me what he thinks. If anybody's listening in the chat room right now or is in the chat room, feels like chiming in, telling me what they think. They'll tell me, tell me if it's good or not, if it's bad, or you can just be polite and lie. No matter what.
I'm gonna watch.
I don't know. Probably. I mean, she knows I'm doing the show. I mean, she's been watching every episode, but she's been a little under the weather lately. So usually take two cartoons, write out the script and all that. This is episode 15, right?
Yep. The
Holy
first one
crap.
of Toon City.
All right. So now for anybody reading the corner, they're like, what the heck is Toon City? Toon City is the name of my cartoon universe that I'm creating. Now I'm still using cartoon characters, like regular cartoon characters, but I'm also implementing like real life people that I know as cartoon characters, as you will see here. And I'm not going to necessarily say who they are. Now, some of the people that are in this particular one, like the actual people, they know about it, except for the one person who I made the villain, because of the type of villain I made him. I was advised not to tell him. But like, as long as like I'm still technically talking to the person, I will let them know, hey, just so you know, I'm using you as a character in my story here, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how well received you are. So Toon City, it's going to be the name of the cartoon universe. So it's going to be all the cartoon movies are going to be Toon City. So this is technically a movie script. They're going to be called Toon City. This is volume 1. This is called Don't Run Away. As I get into it, you're going to understand why I named it that. If you don't, then you spent too many years in the 4th grade. But and that's okay too. Maybe. But so we have all sorts of characters in this, just like we have all sorts of character like volume 2, which will be done in a couple weeks. I'm working on volume 3 now because I just
Oh, wow.
finished another 2 episode or 2 cartoon crossover like 45 minutes ago. So now I'm starting to work on volume 3.
Oh, nice.
Now basically but yeah, so that's basically how this is going to work. I'm going to read it off. It's probably going to be a longer show because I think this particular script is about 21 pages. So we're going to be here for a little while, and I'm going to try to do the voices. I'm going to fail miserably, but I'm going to try to do the voices. All right. Ready, Eric?
Yep.
All right, good. 7-year-old Jake Palmer is being yelled at by his mother, Caitlin Fawn. His 6-year-old sister Ariel is just sitting there silent. Don't mouth off to me, young man. Oh,
Who's this?
I think that's Daniel.
It's Daniel.
Yeah, well, it's somebody representing the bro down. So it's either Daniel or Bobby, but I think because the YouTube channel is in Daniel's name, I'm pretty sure it's him.
Yep. Hi, Daniel.
Appreciate that, bud. You get that popcorn ready. All right. Don't mouth off to me, young man, Caitlin screamed. You yelled at me first, Jake yelled back. I'm your mother. It's my job to yell at you, she answered. Whatever, he screamed. You're grounded, Jake, Caitlin stated. Fine. I hate you, he screamed back. Jake stormed off to his room. He kept saying to himself that this isn't fair. He decides to run away from his home in North Forest. So this is set in a town called North Forest, which I just completely made up. It's an animated universe. So North Forest is going to be outside of Toon City. All right, so run away from his home in North Forest and go to the next town over, which is Toon City. Which really before I go to explain stuff, I should just make sure just see if I wrote it down first or not. All right. He packs his backpack and grabs his Garfield doll and sneaks out of his window. The Garfield doll comes to life. Excuse me, Jake, Garfield said. Do you think this is a good idea? My mom yelled at me, Jake answered. I needed to get out of there. So as you can tell, that's why the name of this movie is called Don't Run Away, because the kid's running away from home. You got that, right, Eric?
Yep.
All right, good. Because I know you're also just trying to pay attention to the Phillies game, even though they're like 1 inning away from losing. All right. Then Garfield asks, is there a plan? And Jake answers, I'm going to Toon City. Garfield then says, well, there's some good news. I have a lot of friends there. They continued to walk when neighborhood bully Roger Klotz, from the Doug cartoon, for anybody keeping score at home here, showed up and started picking on Jake. Where do you think you're going, Palmer? Klotz asked. Mind your own business, Roger, Jake shouted. I'm not necessarily shouting because I don't want to blow my vocal cords.
Yeah, I hear that.
Because this is, well, I hope you can hear that, or else there's something wrong with the mic. But 21 pages, you don't want to blow your vocal cords. All right. He goes, mind your own business, Roger. He goes, don't mouth off to me, Glatz yelled. Why not? You're just some goofy bully, Garfield stated. So now Garfield's getting involved. Roger then goes to hit Jake when a green blob monster named Slimer comes out of nowhere and slimes Roger. That's gross, Roger said. What'd I do? Slimer said. You're going to get lost anyway, Palmer, Roger then stated. Yeah, whatever, Roger, Jason said. Just go already. And then Garfield then goes, thanks for the backup, Slimer. No problem, Garfield, Slimer said. Off to Toon City, Jason said excitedly. Meanwhile, back at Jason's house, Caitlin looks for her son. Ariel, have you seen your brother? Caitlin asked. The last time I saw him, Mommy, he was packing his backpack, Ariel answered. Why was he packing his backpack? Caitlin asked. I'm guessing he was going to run. He was going somewhere, Mommy, Ariel answered. Caitlin runs into Jason's room and then finds the window open and her son gone along with his Garfield doll. She then gets on the phone and calls the police. Hello, 911? My son is missing, she said frantically. I think he ran away and he's 7. The police then tell her they're on their way. Now, again, this is so you know how I said the characters, some of these characters are based on like real people.
Yeah.
You can answer that.
Yeah.
All right. It's best if you talk so that way I know I can hear you and I know you can hear me.
Okay.
How long have we been doing this and you still haven't figured it out? All right. So, you know how I said that the characters are based on real people?
Yeah.
All right. So, the mother and her 2 kids are based on people that we know.
Okay.
And they know that I'm doing this, so I'm not going to get sued. I might get asked for royalties, but
are you going to tell me when my character comes up?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to tell you because you're doing the show with me. And I don't have you doing anything, bad. So it's okay for me to tell you without you threatening to sue me. All right. The police say they're on their way. So Jason, I almost said the kid's real name. Jason, Slimer, and Garfield are just outside Toon City when they see Scooby-Doo and Daffy Duck running across the street. Raffy, Scooby said. Roo rid of raid rat rill. For anybody that doesn't know what that means in dog talk, Scooby just said you should have paid that bill. But I'm trying to do the impressions and dog voice I can definitely do. That bill was way too much, Scooby, Daffy said. We ordered runny rapperizers, Scooby answered. Oh, okay, so I'm cheap, Daffy revealed. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you, Daffy Duck is in here for a short little bit.
Ooh.
All right.
Daffy Duck.
So he goes, so he says that he's cheap, and Scooby then laughed and goes, huh?
Somebody else joined. Somebody else. Oh,
what?
Never mind.
You're not supposed to acknowledge that because they go away as soon as you point out that they're there.
Oh.
It's like we have deer in the chat room. Once you point out that they're there, they get spooked and run away. All right. And then Scooby laughs and goes, row Redding. As in, no kidding. Okay. They run into Garfield, Slimer, and Jason. Who's the kid, Garfield? Daffy asked. My name is Jason, Mr. Duck, Jason answered. I'm running away from home. Right, Scooby asked. My mommy was mean, Jason answered. She grounded me, so I ran away. Before Daffy could say anything, the owner of the restaurant that Scooby and Daffy ran away from, Elton Jacinto. All right,
Jacinto.
did the light bulb come on?
Yeah, you said Jacinto.
I said Jacinto. I mean, yes, it is you, but
Oh.
I got to change the names in this.
I got it.
All right, so Elton Jacinto caught up to them. Scooby, Daffy, he shouted, you owe me $100. Can't you just put that on our tab? Daffy asked. I don't do tabs, Daffy, Elton answered. Well, you should, Daffy said. Rory Relton, Scooby apologized. Rears here, rears were runded. So Scooby handed you the Elton the $100. Scooby, you're more behaved when you're with Shaggy, Elton said. That's ironic. Scooby laughed. Anyway, Elton said, who's the boy? Wabba woo, he's Jason, Slimer said. Abba Gabba ran away from home. What'd you do that for, son? Elton asked. My mommy was mean and I got grounded, Jason answered. What did you do? Elton asked again. I mean, I did bite my mom's boyfriend, Jason answered. He was being mean. That explains why your mom grounded you, Elton explained. He's a jerk. He had it coming, Jake said. Right-ro rat reeling, Scooby said. I don't know if that actually helps, Scoob, Garfield said. Anyway, Elton said, I have to head back to the restaurant. Young man, you really shouldn't run away from home. So, take the pin out of here. All right. So, all right, Eric, that ends your participation in this story.
No. I liked it.
Oh, well, I'm glad. Because you will be back in future volumes. All right. The North Forest Police show up to Caitlin's house. Ma'am, I'm Chief Wiggum. Yeah, Daniel just said you're done. He's done for now, bud. He's done for now. He's done in this volume. All right. Ma'am, I'm Chief Wiggum. This is my partner, Sergeant Bonkers, Chief Wiggum said. We understand your son ran away from home. Yes, Chief, Caitlin answered. What caused him to run away from home? Bonkers asked. I grounded him, Caitlin answered. What'd you do that for? Wiggum asked. If you must know, Caitlin answered, he bit my boyfriend. Did the boyfriend have it coming? Wiggum asked. That doesn't matter, Caitlin yelled. Obviously it did to your son, Bonkers stated, or else he wouldn't have run away. Are you guys going to help find my son or not? Caitlin asked angrily. That is our job, ma'am, Wiggum said, but he obviously ran away for a reason. Just please find my little boy, Caitlin pleaded. Ma'am, it is our job, Bonker said. We're going to find your son. I would... or he goes, we're professionals. And then Wiggum responds with, I wouldn't go that far, Bonkers. Because if anybody's ever watched The Simpsons, you know Chief Wiggum is not that professional.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
What?
Oh, no, never mind.
You can talk. I mean, you're a co-host on the show. That means you can speak.
I was gonna say I didn't know what bonkers was when you told me.
Bonkers was a Disney show.
Okay.
It's usually considered to be one of the worst Disney cartoons of all time.
Oh wow.
So I don't know why I put it. Well, no, I put him in here because he's an idiot cop, just like Chief Wiggum. So I thought it fit.
So
All
I
right.
knew Garfield obviously,
Yeah.
and Doug
Yeah.
obviously, and Scooby Doo.
Yeah. So all right.
And I didn't realize Bonkers was the cop from The Simpsons.
No, he's not. Bonkers isn't the cop from Simpsons. Chief
Oh,
Wiggum is.
Chief. Okay,
What
Bonkers
he,
is
a character from a character from a Disney show called Bonkers.
okay.
Uh, all right. Ariel is in her room listening to this. She decides that the officers aren't smart enough to find her brother, so she's going to do it on her own. She then heads out her window to look for her big brother. So that's what happened. Like, it's sad when a 6-year-old girl realizes that the cops are idiots. All right, back in Toon City, Jason continues to walk with Slimer and Garfield. Scooby catches back up with them. Where's Daffy? Garfield asked. Rent Rome to Rat's Ruck Dynasty. Scooby answered. A man pulls up in a car and goes to talk to Jason. Oh, hey there, young man, the man said. What are you doing out here all by yourself? Who are you? Jason asked. The name is Melvin Shift, he said. Uh, Ooh, Hitler-boo, what do you want? Slimer asked. I'm just here to help, Shift said. Young man, I'll take you home. I'm not ready to go home yet, Jason stated. Come on, young man, let's go, Shift said aggressively. Ret route, rear row, Scooby warned. Don't badmouth me, dog, Melvin ordered. Scooby then bit Melvin in the leg. Melvin got angry, but Slimer then slimed him. You haven't seen the last of me, you dumb cartoons, Shift yelled. Rah, whatever, Scooby said. You don't mess with Scooby-Doo, apparently. All right. Ariel is walking by herself nervously when she is approached by Locket Pony of My Little Ponies. Are you lost, little girl? Locket asked. My big brother ran away from home, and the cops aren't smart enough, so I'm going to find him myself, Ariel answered.
When I was trying to look for a locket, I typed it in Google. That's how I search for these images, and it comes up as a locket. So I was wondering, wait, how? And I put cartoon, and it still didn't come up. Then I realized, oh, it's from My Little Pony.
Oh, you got there eventually. I'm just proud of you for finally getting there.
I was gonna ask you, but then I realized, oh, I can figure this out myself.
I'm definitely proud of you. All right. Hop on, Lockett said. I'll help you look for him. Back at Caitlin's house, Caitlin's boyfriend Roscoe shows up. Any word on Jake's whereabouts, honey? Roscoe asked. No, and now I can't find Ariel, Caitlin said. She couldn't have gotten that far, Roscoe said. Hopefully. Caitlin then called Chief Wiggum and let him know that Ariel was missing now, too. All right, Miss Fawn, Wiggum said. We'll keep an eye out for your daughter now, too. So both her kids ran away? Bonkers asked. Correct, Wiggum said. So now we have to do more work. Then Bonkers asks, So donuts are out of the question right now?
Yeah,
Uh, Unfortunately for now, yes, Wiggum answered. Uh, what do you think so far?
I like it. It's very interesting.
I mean, we're not done yet. I still gotta.
It's intriguing.
Yeah, thank you. And this has already gone longer than most of our episodes have already. All right. So in Toon City, Jason wants to take a break from walking. So him, Scooby, Slimer, and Garfield go to the video arcade. Foghorn Leghorn is working the counter or working at the counter. I say there, young fella, do you have an adult with you? Foghorn asked. Don't we count? Garfield asked. Technically, you do, Foghorn answered, but boy, you should have an adult with you. And then Jason reveals, I ran away from home. Well, I say, boy, Leghorn said, running away is not the answer. I know it's wrong, Jason said, but I'm mad at my mom. All right. Well, what did she do to you, young fella? Foghorn asked. She grounded me for biting her boyfriend, Jason revealed. Well, I say, she's doing her job as a parent, Leghorn said. Even if her boyfriend is a jerk, you shouldn't bite people unless you're Scooby Doo, or any other cartoon, or any other dog for that matter.
True.
And then, huh?
Is that true?
Yeah. And then Scooby goes, "That's Roo," basically saying what you said, except for in a dog voice. Uh, all right. Look, buddy boy. Take as much time as you want, but when you're ready to go home, the first thing you need to do is apologize to your mother. Foghorn explained. Thanks for the advice, Mister Leghorn. Jason said. Feel free to play whatever you want, boy. Leghorn said. But when you're done, you know what you need to do. Wabba wooba, he's right, Jason, Slimer said. Man, I'm sweating up here. Man, I'm getting the sweats just from reading a script.
Yeah. You have water?
Yeah, it's back there. I didn't know reading a script was such hard work.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I don't know why I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
I don't know if I should reveal what I'm wearing or not because this is a family show. No, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Technically, for the occasion, I'm wearing Scooby Doo boxer shorts. So then Slimer then goes, Wabba wooba, he's right, Jason, Slimer said. Sounds like he is, Jason said. Lockett and Ariel enter Toon City and are encountered by Melvin Shift. This stupid guy. Well, hello there, little girl, Melvin said. What are you doing out here by yourself? I'm looking for my big brother, Ariel said. And I'm not out here by myself. Do you really think a pony is good supervision? Shift asked. She's fine, Lockett said. She's a lot safer with me than she would be with you. Melvin goes to step up to Lockett when he's interrupted by Peter and Winston of the Ghostbusters.
Nice.
Is there a problem, Shift? Winston asked. This little girl is lost and I'm just trying to help, Shift answered. Yeah, like you'd be any help, Peter said snarkily. Venkman, I'd be plenty of help, Shift stated. Shift, get out of here before I blast you with my proton pack, Peter responded.
It's
What's up?
It's the character who plays Slimer. Anybody we know? I know.
Slimer's from the real Ghostbusters.
Isn't he one of the characters you?
No, not Slimer. Slimer's from the real Ghostbusters, Eric.
Okay. I thought that's was one of
The
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 people
the
you.
villain, the this guy Shift, he's one of the people that I know.
Yep.
What do you mean?
I
Yep,
thought
you
he
just
was.
thought it was Slimer.
Okay.
Uh, all right. All right. So then Shift then runs away after getting threatened with the proton pack. Okay, kid, what's the story? Peter asked. My brother ran away from home, Ariel answered. I think the police officers are dumb, so I'm out here looking for him myself. See, Dangle even just said Slimer is a classic character.
Oh yeah, I know. I was wondering who was playing him. I thought you had somebody playing him.
No, nobody's playing him, Eric. The characters are technically themselves.
Oh, okay. I thought you were playing. I thought each one was playing.
No, like these other people, like this like Caitlin lady and her two kids and the villain are people that I know.
Okay.
I feel
I
like
thought you had some.
I feel like I explained that.
No, I thought you had some of them play some of the characters that you gave me.
No, they're like going to be like characters that are kind of like a version of themselves, except for I have them doing like different things.
And okay,
The
I
cartoon
got it.
characters are the cartoon characters. Do you understand me?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah.
All right. Boy, I gotta put an ad out on Craigslist.
Sorry.
That's all right. I actually should have expected this. All right. So I'm out here looking for him myself because the police officers are dumb. Well, she's at least a good judge of character when it comes to Wiggum and Bonkers. Peter said sarcastically. What's your name, kiddo? Winston asked. Now, by the way, Peter and Winston are characters from the real Ghostbusters.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm making sure that I point that out to you because even if I say it, you still ask me. She goes,
I'm just making
Ariel?
sure.
Huh?
I'm just making sure.
I got you. All right. She answers Winston's question by going, Ariel Palmer. Ariel, are you from North Forest? Winston asked. Yes, sir, Ariel answered. Peter, I'm thinking we should help her find her brother, Winston suggested. I'm thinking if we find Slimer, we might find her brother, Peter wondered. Okay, Ariel, Peter said. How about we help you find your help you and your pony find your brother? Okay, Ariel said. Wiggum and Bonkers are driving around about to enter Toon City when they see Roger Klotz stomping around with green goo on his face. They stop the car and go talk to him. Where'd that green goo come from on your where'd that green goo on your face come from, son? Wiggum asked. That stupid goblin Slimer, Roger answered. So what happened? Bonkers asked. I was talking to Jason Palmer and then Wiggum goes, talking or picking on him? Wiggum interrupted. I swear I was just talking to him, Klotz stated. Yeah, right, Wiggum said. Anyway, Jake took off with the goblin and his talking cat doll, Klotz said. Where did they go? Bonkers asked. Don't know, don't care, Roger answered. Well, that's rude, Bonkers stated. Back at her house, Caitlin is freaking out, worrying about her kids. Babe, your kids have great imaginations, Roscoe said. They're probably on their way to Toon City. They'll be fine. They're only 6 and 7, Roscoe, Caitlin responded. They shouldn't be out there by themselves. Caitlin, just have faith that they'll be fine, Roscoe said. I'm trying, Caitlin said frantically. Jason and his pals are having fun at the arcade when Doug Funny and his friends Skeeter and Patty walk in. Uh, Now you know where they're from, right?
Which one?
Doug Funny and Skeeter and Patty. Do you
Oh, from
listen to
Doug.
this show?
From Doug.
All right. Well, at least you know that. Uh so all right. All right. So they walk in. Well, I say there. Hi, kids, Foghorn said. Just the three of you? Yes, sir, Mr. Leghorn, Doug said. Jason, are you here by yourself? Honk honk, Skeeter asked. Yeah, I ran away from home, Jason answered. Why would you do that? Patty asked. I got mad at my mom, Jason answered. Running away isn't what?
No, I was laughing that he ran away from home. This is mom.
That he's mad at his mom. That's why you're laughing?
I just thought it was so funny.
He's been saying the same thing to like the last 5 characters he's encountered. All right. So he goes, I got mad at my mom, Jason answered. And Eric laughed, even though he's heard this line like 5 times already. Running away isn't the answer, little buddy, Doug stated. So I've been told, Jason said. Rah, we've been relling him rat roll ray, Scooby stated. Yeah, and I say I've already told him all this, Foghorn said. I'll go home when I'm ready, Jason stated. Abba booba floggy. Don't get mad, Slimer said. We're just trying to help. I know, but she always takes her boyfriend's side over mine. That's why I bit him, Jason revealed. Doug grabs the arcade phone and calls Caitlin. Caitlin, it's Doug Funny, Doug said. I wanted to let you know that Jason is here at the Toon City Arcade. I'll be right there, Doug. Thank you, Caitlin said. Jason heard the conversation and got mad. I don't want to see my mom yet, Jason yelled. Jason, your mother loves you, Doug said. You need to give her a break. You need to back off, jerk, Jason screamed. Jason then ran out of the arcade. Should we give him some space? Garfield asked. I say, you just asking that because you're lazy and don't want to go after him, Leghorn asked. That's rude, Garfield said. True, but rude. Rhymer, let's roll, Scooby said. Waka Jeepo, coming, Scooby, Slimer said. I say, you two go ahead, Foghorn said. Garfield and I will deal with the mother. Garfield said sarcastically, this should be fun. All right. Jake runs into the woods and is still upset. I'm not ready to talk to my mommy yet, Jason said. You realize that this thing has gone longer than most of our other episodes already?
Yeah. Almost 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job, Doug.
Why, thank you. All right. Melvin Schiff then appears out of nowhere. It's okay, little buddy. I'm here for you, Schiff said. I don't want to go with you either, Jason yelled. Well, kid, I'm not giving you much of a choice, Schiff stated. Schiff then grabbed Jason and started taking him away. Wiggum and Bonkers drove up, but Schiff threw banana peels into the road and the cop car spun uncontrollably. I think this is why people think we're idiots, Wiggum said. This isn't our fault, Bonkers responded. Yeah, but stuff like this always happens to us. Wiggum responded to that. The cop car crashes into a tree. Shift escapes with Jason. Back at the arcade, Caitlin and Roscoe show up, and Foghorn Leghorn gives them the bad news. I say, I say there, Jason ran out when when they saw the funny boy call you. Foghorn said, "Well, where did he go?" Caitlin asked. Uh, not sure, but Scooby Doo and Slimer went after him. Foghorn answered. Chief Wiggum calls Caitlin on her cell phone, so this ought to be good. Uh, Miss Fawn, Wiggum said cautiously. What is it, Chief? Caitlin asked. Well, it looks like Jason has been kidnapped. What? Caitlin screamed. How could you let that happen? We kind of got outsmarted, Bonkers answered. Big surprise, Caitlin yelled as she hung up the phone. What happened, babe? Roscoe asked. Jason has been kidnapped, Caitlin said in tears. Jason has been kidnapped, Caitlin said in tears. That means Shift actually got him, Garfield said. And Caitlin goes, Who? This guy who attempted to take Jason earlier, but Scooby bit him. I say, I bet Scooby and Slimer will find Jason as soon as possible, Foghorn predicted. I'm not waiting, Caitlin said. Roscoe, Garfield, let's go. So, where pages I gotta go on this thing here? Oh, it would help if I didn't. Let's see. Got about 4 more pages, it looks like. Wouldn't it be something if the show actually went an hour? Plug
Who's gonna save the day?
Did you just ask who's gonna save the day?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you'll find out in a minute. Well, it might be longer than a minute, but still.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm intrigued to see who's the hero.
All right, here we go. If you insist, Garfield said. Scooby and Slimer are walking near the woods when they see Wiggum and Bonkers. What rapping, Roo? Scooby asked. We got outsmarted by Melvin Shift, Wiggum confessed. Right, wouldn't rat, Scooby said. Wabba wooba, we need to find Jason, Slimer said. Where do we look? Wiggum asked. Raleigh in the woods, Scooby answered. Just then, Peter, Winston, Ariel, and Lockett show up. We're here to save the day, kinda, Peter said. Fava fuva, about time, Slimer said. So where do we look? Winston asked. Red restaurant, Scooby said. Who's the rural? So he's asking who's the girl. I'm Ariel, Jason's sister, Ariel answered. Enough talking, Lockett said. Let's find Jason. Help! Somebody screamed. That's Jason, Ariel yelled. Reimer, let's roll, Scooby said. Right behind you, Scooby. Slimer and Scooby run into the woods. They find Shift and Jason. Ret rim roll, Scooby yelled. You can't do anything about it, dog, Shift said. Peter, Winston, Ariel, and Lockett show up, and Peter and Winston blast Shift with their proton packs. Ariel then kicks Shift in the groin. All of a sudden, they hear a loud voice. Jason! The voice screamed. I think that's Mommy, Ariel said. And then Jason responded with, sounds like her. Miss Fawn, it's being handled, Wiggum said. Get out of my way, you bumbling idiot, she demanded. Caitlin then runs into the woods. Caitlin sees Shift on the ground. Who the heck is this? Caitlin asked. Well, ma'am, this goof kidnapped your son, Peter answered. And you are? Caitlin asked. Peter Venkman of the Ghostbusters, he answered. Oh, you're Slimer's friends, she said. And then Winston goes, you could say that. Give me a minute alone with this creep, Caitlin said. Now, ma'am, I wasn't going to hurt your son, Schiff said. Shut up, Caitlin yelled. Caitlin then beat the heck out of Schiff. Wiggum and Bonkers pull her off Schiff, and then they arrest Melvin. All right, pal, you're coming with us. They finally did something right, Ariel said. Are you kids okay? Caitlin asked. Yeah, Mommy, I'm good, Ariel answered. I had good protection. I'm good, Mom, Jason said. You kids shouldn't have run away, Roscoe said. Your mother was worried sick. Rink, rave Ressin, Scooby said. I'm sorry, Mommy, Ariel said. I just wanted to find Jason because the cops seemed like idiots. This is a 6-year-old saying this, by the way. I know it's a cartoon, but that's not a good look for the justice system.
No. When a 6-year-old's that smart?
Yeah. Wabba wooba, all right. She's not wrong, Slimer said. I'm sorry too, Mom, Jason said, and I'm sorry for biting you, Roscoe. Stuff happens, buddy, Roscoe said. At least you're safe. I'm just glad you kids are safe, Caitlin said. I love you, kids. Well, we love you too, Mom, they both said at the same time. Very heartwarming. Thank you, everyone, for looking out for them. Thank you, everyone, for looking out for them, Caitlin said. That's what we're here for, Lockett replied. Roll raise rear to route, Scooby said. The end. Oh, God, that was long.
Great job, Doug.
Thank you.
I give that a 9 out of 10.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was...
Really well done.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to volume 2.
Yeah.
Next week?
We'll do 2 weeks. Next week
Okay.
we'll do Real Ghostbusters and Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Okay.
So we're gonna hear from Slimer, Peter, and Winston again, back-to-back weeks.
Slimer's awesome.
He was the hero of this story, damn it. Him and Scooby.
I'm glad he was.
And the other 2 Ghostbusters, by the way.
Ghostbusters are... Leave it to the Ghostbusters be the heroes.
Yeah. So, and what's funny about this, Eric, is that this is the first appearance for any of the Looney Tunes in the show. This is the first appearance of a My Little Pony. And technically, this is the first appearance for the Real Ghostbusters and Slimer because their episode's next week.
Oh, yeah. And you didn't do any of the other ones yet. Are you going to do any, like, My First Pony?
Am I going to put anything with My Little Pony? I don't know if I'm going to put anything with it, but they'll probably be in this Toon City universe.
I know some people said Looney Tunes before.
Yeah. So we are going to do more with Looney Tunes. As a matter of fact, a couple of them do show up in volume 2.
Now, what's volume 2 called?
Volume 2 is going to be called The Mad Scientist.
Ooh.
Or The Mad Scientists, because there's 2 of them.
Sounds like Dexter's Laboratory.
I mean, it's not him, but the one of the main character villains is somebody that we know.
Okay. Do you have anybody from Dexter's Laboratory in volume 2?
No. I have Bushroot from Darkwing Duck. But yeah, so this was a first appearance for anybody from My Little Pony, first appearance for anybody from Looney Tunes. Characters from Doug, Scooby-Doo. Technically, this is Chief Wiggum's first appearance because I don't think I had him in the Simpsons thing that I did.
No, I don't think you did.
And this is the first appearance of Bonkers as well. So
How many characters are in the volume 2? Two?
I don't know. I actually have to go through and count that because I think, well, I don't want to give too much away yet. And I also don't want to look through the book and tell you.
Fair enough.
But like there's quite a bit in there. Like I added a lot.
Ooh. So
So
this one, volume 2 is going to be longer?
oh yeah. I think volume 2 is like 30 pages.
Oh, wow.
There was a lot to put in. These scripts are getting longer and longer.
Now, how long did it take you for volume 1? 2 weeks or something?
It took about a week.
Or volume 2?
About a week and a half, maybe.
And you work on this every day, right?
I'm trying to stay ahead.
And you do a good job by doing that.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, so next week is going to be the real Ghostbusters and Courage the Cowardly Dog. I know Liz said she'd be looking forward to it. Maybe I can get Dangle on.
Is he still in the chat? Daniel, is still there?
I'm not sure if he is or not.
Somebody's watching, so I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it might be it might be the girl who I have as Caitlin.
Could be your mom too.
Yeah, it could be. But the girl who is Caitlin in the in this, I told her about it the other day,
Okay.
so she knows. And nothing bad happens to her in the movie, so I won't get sued.
But yeah, you did a really good job, Doug.
Thank you. All right, make sure you.
I know you put a lot of hard work into it.
Yeah, I did. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 21 pages, I think this was.
Have you ever thought about just typing all this no, because then
on my notepad, on the notepad on my phone?
Oh no, I mean on your laptop.
Yeah. I like just writing this stuff.
Some people like to write, so
some people like to type. And plus I could take my notebook anywhere.
Oh yeah.
So
typing your hand would be so.
Oh yeah. It would suck. But all right, so that was volume 1. Volume 2 will be in a couple weeks. But next week is going to be the real Ghostbusters and Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was another one that I actually really enjoyed writing, and I think people are going to like it. Also, make sure you check out the. Got to put some banners up here.
Stabcast.
Yeah. Follow us. TikTok Stabcast. Stabcast is tomorrow. Bro Down is Monday.
College show is on Tuesday. Maybe not this Tuesday because I actually work. Maybe Wednesday. Right. Wednesday will be both the football shows.
Okay. Very good. Like, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell.
And don't forget to listen to our buddies Boxman and Smart.
We don't need to plug them.
Not this wrestling outlets.
We got 6 of our own shows to plug. The hell with them. Although they are good guys, and I did send Boxman a link to this episode.
I thought I would put a little cheap plug there.
Yeah. No. A cheap plug from a show that was actually successful in firing you. I'm jealous. But all right, so make sure to check us out Friday, 6:30 Eastern time. Of course, this show, or for Wrestling Through the Years, this show of course is 7 p.m. on Saturday nights. Again, like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. The Bro Down, the Stabcast, When Tunes Combine, the Unscripted Sports Show, and Wrestling Through the Years. I'm
Bro down.
Dutchy. That's Money E. Let's get out of here.
Bye, Douglas.
All right. See you later. All right. Later, everybody.